IELTS Speaking Part 2 and Part 3. Part 2. Describe a movie you that recently saw and that disappointed you. You should say, why did you hate it? What genre was the movie? When did you watch it? Explain why it is ideal to you.
And nowadays, there is so much content to watch online because of streaming websites like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple, and so on. As there is so much choice, I am very selective about what I watch. In fact, I only watch something after reading the reviews. Recently, I watched an English movie, Avatar 2. It comes in the science fiction genre. It's the sequel to the movie Avatar, which was released around 10 years back. I watched Avatar with my parents at a multiplex in Jalandhar. I remember we all loved it so much. So I had high expectations from the movie. This time my parents were busy, so I went and watched it with a friend. He was also really excited about the movie. We watched the movie on the day of its release. However, the movie was a big disappointment. The main reason was that there was nothing different from the first part. Its storyline was also not as good. In the first movie, there was a constant thrill and excitement. My eyes were glued to the screen throughout the movie. However, this movie was very slow. Nothing happened in the first half, and although there was action in the second half, it barely lasted 15 minutes. I think the main reason for my disappointment was my high expectations. I watched the first movie 4 or 5 times because I loved it so much. So naturally, I was very hyped for the second movie. If I didn't compare it with the first movie, it was not a bad movie.
Part 3. Follow-up questions. What types of movies are popular in India?
India is a big country and many genres are popular in our country. However, if I had to pick a few genres, I would say action, comedy, and romance movies are the most popular. In recent years, science fiction movies and animated movies have also become popular because of improvement in technology.
Why are Japanese animation movies so popular?
I think it's because of their storyline. I personally watch Japanese animation even as an adult, and I find that their storyline is quite unique. Their stories appeal not only to adults but also children.
Does the older generation like animation movies?
Most elderly consider that animation is for children and thus they don't give it a try. There are some really good anime movies and TV shows out there, which even the elderly would like if they try and watch them.
Do famous actors have an impact on movies?
Yes, certainly. Famous actors have a big fan following and some of their fans watch their movies even if they don't get good reviews. I remember movies which became blockbusters despite average storyline because of the presence of famous actors.
Should famous actors be given extra money?
I think famous actors have a big role in increasing viewership and ultimately the profits a movie garners. So, I don't consider their higher salaries unjustified. However, I also feel that the difference in salaries for the same role shouldn't be hugged.